As you know, Twitter is one of the most popular social networking tools in use today. And one of the great features of Twitter is their search capability, which allows you to search for tweets on a particular topic or that contain words or that happened since a certain date, etc. Now, for example, if you were looking to see all the tweets from Deitel, you could type from Deitel and go ahead and search, and here in the web browser you can see all of the recent tweets that I've posted. Now there are lots of different operators that you can use, like the from operator, and to see those you can go to the search.twitter.com site /operators, and you'll see this page that I've displayed up on the screen here, which shows you the various ways that you can use operators to perform more specific searches. And this is a great way to follow trends. We like to use this to follow what people are saying about our various books. Now in this favorite Twitter searches app, what we're going to do is make this a little bit easier for users of mobile devices where they may be working with a very small keyboard, and therefore it can be kind of painful, if you will, to have to type in long search queries for Twitter purposes. So let's go ahead and move over to Eclipse here, where you can see that I've already imported the favorite Twitter searches app. And remember, you can do that by going to the File menu, selecting Import, and then existing projects into Workspace, at which point you'll go ahead and locate the folder for the favorite Twitter searches app that you downloaded with the examples of the book, and then you'll be able to bring it into Eclipse. And then the other thing we've already done is run this by right-clicking it, selecting Run As an Android application, and we've brought that up into our Nexus S AVD here. Now when you first run the app, you're not going to have all of these query search tags that you see here. What I did is I went and ran the app in advance of recording this video so that I could show you what the app looks like when you already have a bunch of searches that you've placed into the app. For each search, when you enter the search string and a tag at the top of the app and then hit save, that's going to create a button that represents the search, and it's going to have the tag name on the button. And of course the tag could be associated with a very complex query that you had entered in this top text field here. Let me just hit save to clear this out. When you have existing searches, you can edit them by hitting the corresponding edit button. So if I hit edit next to Android FP, you can see that the current search and the current tag are displayed here. If you change just the search and hit save, then it will update the search associated with that tag so that the next time you touch the corresponding button, it will perform that search for you. If, on the other hand, you happen to modify the tag name, it will actually create a physically separate search button in the tagged searches area here at the bottom of my app. And if you wanted to get rid of all your existing searches, you can hit the clear tags button. Now, one thing that you could do to enhance this app after we go through it is possibly to add a delete button for each of the different searches so that you can delete individual searches from the user interface. Now let's go ahead and just save that again. So one of the things you want to be able to do is perform an existing search. So for example, if I want to see tweets that contain the name of this, the corresponding book for this video, which is Android for Programmers, I can hit the Android FP button or tap it on a real device. And when I do that, I send the search query over to the Twitter website, search.twitter.com. It populates the search field in that web page for me automatically. And by the way, we sent this in the app from the app to the browser that's built into, in this case, the AVD, or possibly in a real device's case, the browser on the device. And then the browser is actually displaying the results. So you can see here that there are quite a number of tweets that have Android for Programmers in them. And this is the regular web browser of the device now. So if I start to scroll, I can see that there are other tweets as well. And they're coming from us or from other people. Now if I hit the back button, it'll take me back over to the app, and I can also add my own new searches. So for example, if I wanted to see that there are tweets from Google, I could say from Google, and you can tag that however you like. So let me go ahead and tag my query. I'll just call it Google. And when I hit save, you can see that it's added alphabetically into the list here. And now if I touch the Google button, we'll see a bunch of tweets from Google show up on the screen. And you know that they're from Google because it starts with Google : in each case. So these are all the different tweets that have happened recently from Google. Now, if I go back over to the app, like I said, you might want to be able to edit an existing search, maybe to narrow down your results. So if I go ahead and hit edit, and let's say I wanted to say from Google and get any tweets that contain Android, I can add Android to that query and save it. And now the next time I touch the Google button, what I should see here are Twitter search results showing tweets that happened recently from Google containing Android. And in this case, there didn't happen to be any. If I go back, let's edit that search one more time here. So I'll edit. And let's say I wanted to, instead of searching for tweets about Android, I would prefer to search for tweets from Google since a particular date. Now, I'm recording this on June 17th, so let me say since, and let's look for tweets from Google that happened since June 10th. So I'll say 2011-06 for June, 10 for the day, and I'll save that. And now if I go ahead and hit the Google button, what we should see are the tweets that have happened from Google since June 10th, and you can see here that there's a variety of tweets that showed up. And if I scroll through these, you can see that they go back, in this case, to several days ago as well. So as you can see, the app does provide you with the means of searching on Twitter. Rather than building into this app a web view that allows you to display the results, we take advantage of a concept in Android called an intent, and what we do is use that to launch the device's browser with the appropriate query string. That takes us to the Twitter website inside that browser, allows us to perform the search and see the results, and that way our app can work in conjunction with the built-in browser on the device. Now, in the subsequent videos of this lesson, we'll show you how to build the GUI for this app and how the data is actually stored that represents the key value pairs for each of the tagged searches, and we'll introduce a variety of new technologies.